Hello and welcome back to this Comprehensible reading series. Remember that in this series, we try to read as much as we can of the Dragon Ball comic, learning in 10 minutes. So let's hit the timer right away so we can start learning. We stopped where Krillin was explaining that they can revive their friends. So let's start a timer. Let's see how much we can read, shall we? Alright, so we stopped here. And Krillin was doing that one. Yajirobe was picking up his nose. And then Gohan says, Es cierto, yo también lo escuché. So it is true, I also listened it. Remember the law implies that it's an abstract thing. In this case, it's a situation that they heard they could revive their friends. Además, dijeron que los Nameku Seijin tenían una gran fuerza y podían usar magia. Besides, the other Saiyajins, said that the Nameku Seijin had a great strength and could use magic. In this case. Si todo eso es verdad, entonces si pudiéramos ir a Nameku Seijin, if all that is true, then if we could travel to Namekusei-jin, quizás podríamos conseguir las esferas del dragón. Maybe we could get the Dragon Balls. Ah, ya veo con que esa alternativa podríamos revivir a todos. Ah, ya veo, like I see already. Ah, now I see. With that alternative, we could revive everyone. And then Gohan is like, y así podríamos revivir al señor Piccolo. And that way, y así, like, and that way, we could revive Mr. Piccolo. Pero, ¿qué estás diciendo, Gohan? But what are you saying, Gohan? Eso es, si revivimos a Piccolo, entonces Kami-sama también lo hará, y así las esferas del dragón volverán a existir. That's it. If we revive Piccolo, then Kami-sama will do it as well. So we'll do it as well. And that way, the Dragon Balls will come back to exist, will exist again. Esas son buenas noticias. Quizás sea verdad. So that's good news. Maybe that is true. Creo que eso no va a ser posible. O díganme, ¿cómo piensan hacer realidad ese sueño? ¿Acaso es imposible? So Bulma says, I think that is not going to be possible. Or tell me, how do you think on making reality that dream? Is it, remember that the word acaso is could it be? Could it be impossible? So, is it impossible? And Bulma, the scientist here, says, solo piensa, ¿cómo piensan encontrar a un planeta con ese nombre? Just think, how do you think you can find a planet with that name? No se preocupen. Voy a preguntárselo a Kaio-sama a través de mi mente. Estoy seguro de que él sabe eso. So don't you worry. I'm going to ask it to Kaio-sama. Now this is an interesting grammar point because this is something called the double indirect. I remember in my classes I teach the double indirect really frequently because people think that this se implies reflexive of something, but no, this se is also to Kaio-sama. Double indirect is used in the spoken world. So if you are my student and you are looking at this tiny text, this is a clear example of the double indirect, right? We use it to avoid ambiguities. Because notice that if we didn't put Kaio-sama here, preguntárselo is to ask it to him, or to her, or to them. We don't know, so he has to repeat Kaio-sama through my mind. I am sure that he knows that. De que él sabe eso. Chapter 49. That's a lot of chapters we have done already. And they are arriving. And Yajirobe is like, Kaio-sama, sé que nos has estado escuchando. So, Kaio-sama, sé, there's a tiny accent there missing. I know that you have been listening to us. In that case, Kaio-sama. ¿Usted sabe dónde se encuentra el planeta Namekusei? So, do you know where the planet Namekusei is found? As if boys, in that case. ¿Con qué Namekusei, eh? Pues claro que lo sé. Por algo soy el guardián de la galaxia. So, Konke Namekusei. So, that Konke is like a so in English. Like, so, Namekusei, huh? Well, of course. That pues claro is like a well, of course. That I know it. Por algo is a good expression you can learn. Por algo is like giving a result or giving a obvious answer. Like, that's why I am the guardian of the galaxy. This is not Marvel, this is Dragon Ball. Esto es increíble. Yo también puedo escucharlo. Con que esa es la voz de Kaio-sama. So, this is incredible. I too can listen to him. Conke, that Conke, we have seen it in that case. We have seen it here as well. Once again, we have seen it as here. So that is the Kaio-sama's voice. Kaio-sama, todos te están escuchando. Por favor, díganos. So, Kaio-sama, todos te están escuchando. Por favor, díganos. Now, here is a tiny problem with Dragon Ball in Spanish because Kaio-sama, he's a higher status being. There's a problem with the translation because they use to form and then they use state form together. So here you can notice that they use the to form, but then here you use the command form in the state form. So here are supposed to be used, they are supposed to address Kaio-sama in the state form. Not because it's formal, get away from that idea that the state is formal. Spanish doesn't have really formal register. It's just a way to talk to people with higher register than us, doctors, teachers, bosses, such Kaio-samas in this case. So here should be le or lo están. So todos lo están escuchando. Por favor, díganos. So everybody is listening to you. Please tell us. Antes me gustaría decirles una cosa. Todos ustedes han hecho un gran trabajo. Before that, I would like to tell you guys one thing. All of you have done a great job. Cuando Goku fue gravemente herido, pensé que era el fin, pero gracias a ustedes eso no ocurrió. Los felicito. So, when Goku was severely hurt, I thought that was the end. But thanks to you, that did not happen. I congratulate you. Lo que me dejó muy impresionado fue que el Kaioken no le hiciera tanto efecto. So, what impressed me, so lo que me dejó muy impresionado, the expression is dejar to someone an adjective. So, what gave me, or what allowed me to, what got me really impressed was that the Kaioken, that technique that Goku has, didn't make on him, Vegeta, so much effect. Didn't cause so much effect on Vegeta. Yo tampoco pensaba que ese Saiyajin fuera tan poderoso, pero en realidad, ¿quién podría saber eso? So, neither do I, yo tampoco es que like starting with, neither do I thought that Saiyajin was going to be so powerful. But in reality, who could have known that? Who could have known that? Last text here, last minute. Quizás cometí un grave error al dejarlo escapar. Sí, probablemente. Maybe I made a big mistake once I allowed him to escape. Yeah, probably. ¿Cómo que dejarlo escapar? No me digas que Goku lo hizo a propósito. Sí, luego le explico todo. What do you mean with allowing him to escape? Don't you tell me that Goku did it on purpose. Later, I will explain it everything. And with the face of Maestro Roshi, we stop today's video. I hope you like it. Keep on watching these videos. Leave a comment down below. If you're subscribed, click on the bell button so you are notified. If you're not, do it. Give me a thumbs up so this video gets spread if you find this video interesting. Thank you. See you in the very next one. Bye.